Winning Blueprint presents.
5 minutes or less. New England Patriots.
Welcome to 5 minutes or less. I'm your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. Got 5 minutes on the clock. It's the New England Patriots in 5 minutes or less. Let's start with the high point of the season for the New England Patriots. If you're a Patriots fan, Thanksgiving was a blast. You carved up your turkey and then you dismembered the New York Jets, your rival. I call that game the Turkey Day Dismemberment, TDD, for those of you who don't know. That was absolutely embarrassing if you were a Jets fan, and absolutely the best time of your life if you were a Patriots fan. Absolutely fun. However, that was fun. Week 14 against the Texans on Monday Night Football, where everyone was talking about how good the Texans were, and the Texans built it up as their biggest regular season game in franchise history, and you just absolutely run them out of the building. That was fun too. But all of those pale in comparison to playoff victories. You win a game in the postseason, that trumps everything that you've done in the regular season. And so that win against the Texans, 41-28 in the postseason, is the biggest and highest point of the season for the New England Patriots. You win a game in the postseason, that trumps anything you do in the regular season. But I will say, man, that Jets game on Thanksgiving Day, if you're a New England Patriots fan, hard to top that. I tell you that much. The low point of the season for the New England Patriots. Now, that home opener loss to the Arizona Cardinals 20-18, that sucks. That's a pretty low point in the season. But nothing is worse. There's no worse feeling. There's not a harsher sting than that of a playoff loss. And when you make it as far as the Patriots made it all the way to the AFC Championship game and you lose, that's your low point of your season. You had aspirations of getting back to the Super Bowl for the second consecutive season, winning the Lombardi Trophy, something that has eluded you over your last few opportunities to win it in the Super Bowl. And so you were looking to get back to the point where you could finally get to the Super Bowl and win again. Something that you used to do all too often. And to lose to the Ravens in such convincing fashion, not even scoring a point in the second half, that's the low point of the season for the New England Patriots. So now we look at free agency activity for the Patriots. Test the waters if you're the Patriots.
The waters.
Now the Patriots, they are well under the cap. They always manage their books well. Some of the best management in all of the National Football League. The Patriots always make sure that they're never over the cap. They get rid of guys before those numbers start to inflate. They keep a nice, healthy cap situation. They keep a slew of young players on the roster. And so they don't pay a lot of players a lot of money. And so the Patriots go about it the right way. And the news that we found out yesterday about Tom Brady restructuring his deal adds to the fact that the Patriots already had a lot of cap space to begin with. Now we're talking about a team that has probably close to, if not over, $40 million worth of cap space. Now, a lot of that needs to be divulged to Wes Welker to start out. Brandon Lloyd needs to be paid. And if you want to shell out some money to Sebastian Vollmer, by all means, go right ahead. But if you're the Patriots, test the waters. If you don't want to pay Sebastian Vollmer $10 million a year, there are other tackles available in free agency. Test the waters. Go in, see what's available. If you like what you see, pull out a few items, bring them back to New England, sign them up, keep it moving. Lastly, the state of the fan base. Now, I was on the fence here because I was leaning towards cautious optimism or extreme optimism. And then I said to myself, what are you doing? This is the New England Patriots. It's extreme optimism. The Patriots go into every single season having a chance to win a Super Bowl. If you've got Brady, if you've got Belichick, you've got a chance to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. And so I don't know what I was thinking. It's extreme optimism. As long as you have Brady back in the fold and he's continuing to play at a high level, and you get Wes Welker and Brandon Lloyd back, you should be fine. And you hear that sound in the background, that means that's the New England Patriots in 5 minutes or less.
New England Patriots. 5 minutes or less.